Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
Revenge and love are intertwined. The emotional entanglement between Huang Wenbo and Zhai Yiying. The short drama craze is coming. The emotional entanglement between Huang Wenbo and Zhai Yiying is more like an emotional game without gunpowder. They test in laughter and get close in emotion. Behind every eye contact and every line, there is a contest of deep scheming. As the president of the group, Huang Wenbo is rational, calm and good at controlling the situation. And Zhai Yiying, as an intern who has just entered the workplace, is brave, sincere, but also smart and clever. The relationship between them is clearly layered, but the boundaries are gradually blurred in getting along. Zhai Yiying is not afraid of authority and touches Huang Wenbo's frozen heart with her sincerity, while Huang Wenbo is inadvertently attracted by her persistence and tenderness. This relationship not only shows sweetness and heartbeats, but also reflects the real and complex interpersonal interactions in the workplace. Power and trust, principles and emotions are constantly pulling between them, making this relationship both sweet and challenging. In this story, the audience can not only feel the warmth of love, but also think from it. In the modern workplace, does the relationship between people also require wisdom and courage? Will sincere emotions eventually break through the barriers of identity? This emotional struggle of wits and courage is destined to be unforgettable. The short drama craze is coming. Revenge and love are intertwined, and you can't stop chasing dramas. The short drama marketing can be described as lively and dazzling, and dramas of various styles have sprung up like mushrooms after rain, which makes people's eyes bright. Whether it is a revenge drama or a sweet costume drama, it makes us drama chasers unable to stop, which is really a good medicine for the drama shortage. Think about those scenes of holding mobile phones at the dinner table and chasing dramas while eating, which has become a new normal in modern life. This phenomenon not only reflects people's love for short dramas, but also reveals the contemporary audience's pursuit of emotional resonance and story depth. Especially in the current fast-paced life, short dramas quickly captured people's hearts with their characteristics of compact plot and brisk rhythm. Each episode is only more than 10 minutes, but it can tell a complete plot and create enough emotional conflicts and plot reversals. The audience does not need to invest for a long time to experience the ups and downs of the emotional journey. The revenge theme is very exciting, and the emotional line is lingering, making people unable to stop watching, and the high-sugar interactions and heart-moving moments in those sweet pet dramas just fill the emotional gap in our daily lives. Short dramas are not only a good product for relieving stress, but also more like an emotional energy drink, giving us strength and comfort in a moment of relaxation. Their growth is no longer about hanging onto someone's thigh or being protected in the traditional sense, but about actively choosing the reset button of their destiny. In The Demon Concubine, the heroine is caught in a whirlpool of power struggles, but she deals with the cord on her own, step by step, and uses wisdom and forbearance to exchange for the opportunity to fight back in the end. While the maid Fuiao in The Legend of the Palace Maid Fuiao counterattacks from the bottom of the palace maid all the way, not only successfully taking revenge, but also reshaping her self-cognition and life goals. Such a plot setting not only satisfies the audience's emotional release, but also projects an exciting value. Even in adversity, you can rely on yourself to get out of the predicament step by step, and finally control your own destiny. Their stories bring not only a sense of refreshment, but also a spiritual encouragement. In real life, who has not encountered injustice and challenges? Revenge dramas interpret the emotional outlet in reality in an extreme way, and the tenacity and growth of the heroines also provide us with another way to solve the problem. When facing trauma and oppression, bravely fighting back may be just the first step, and what is more important is to find the real self in the process. It can be said that the reason why this type of revenge drama is so popular is that behind the sense of coolness, there are profound emotional logic and practical significance, which makes people not only relieved after watching it, but also cheered silently. I'm Busy Farming in the Cold Palace cleverly combines the two seemingly conflicting elements of farming and palace, allowing the audience to feel a different contrast in the relaxed plot. The heroine played by Makarin fights wits and courage to survive, while relying on a pair of skillful hands to turn the cold palace into a safe haven for human fireworks, while the prince played by Wang Yue inadvertently melts the hearts of the audience with the contrast setting. The interaction between the two is both sweet and interesting, and it hits the audience's bite point appropriately. Although this type of sweet pet drama is light, it is not empty. They wrap the bitterness of reality with soft plots and tell persistence and hope in laughter. The self-sufficient, optimistic and tenacious character setting of the heroine is also a light interpretation of the image of independent women. The enclosed space set by the palace also happens to symbolize the various restrictions in real life. In these restrictions, people can still find their own little happiness. Perhaps, when the audience chases the drama, it is not just for a laugh, but to find their own shadow in the character. Even if it is only a moment of resonance, it is enough to withstand the wind and rain of reality. It is the gentle power behind this ease that makes the sweet costume drama firmly occupy a place in the wave of short dramas. The President as a Flash Marriage combines the dominant precedent setting with the fast marriage mode, and incorporates new plot tension into the familiar plot, so that the whole drama retains the appeal of traditional sweet pets, and adds a touch of freshness and unpredictable sparks. The heroine played by Soo Ye-sun is independent and firm. She is no longer a Cinderella who passively waits for love to come, but stumbles in real life and still does not forget to stick to her self-worth. The President played by Wei Ran hides unknown fragility and pain. It is the appearance of the heroine that slowly unties the shackles in his heart. In this seemingly high-climbing but actually complementary relationship, the audience sees not only romance and passion, but also respect and growth between each other. Love is no longer a one-sided gift, but a two-way choice. Such a setting undoubtedly hits the dual desire of modern audiences for equal love and emotional healing. In addition, the depiction of real class differences in the play also triggers a lot of thinking. In the fast-paced, high-pressure urban life, how do individuals find a sense of belonging? Can emotions cross the gap of identity? The President as a Flash Marriage explores profound social issues in a light comedy way, and also makes people think more about and identify with their own lives while chasing the drama. Yo-Yo Looming is not just a short play, but more like a rich and colorful picture of life, showing the persistence and struggle of young people in the city on the road to chasing their dreams. The play combines multiple elements such as love, friendship, workplace, and growth. Each branch is exquisite and powerful. There is no supporting role, and everyone is running for his own destiny. In particular, the real emotional interaction between the characters makes the whole play full of warmth. Whether it is mutual support in friendship or temptation and trust in love, the audience can find familiar shadows in the plot. This sense of reality makes people can't help but watch episode after episode, as if they are not only chasing the drama, but also accompanying a group of old friends to experience life together. The title of the drama Yo-Yo Looming itself is poetic, derived from the Book of Songs, implying the call of youth and the echo of life, and also adds a literary temperament to the whole drama. In the fast-paced modern life, such a slow-paced but delicate work is undoubtedly a spiritual comfort. Yo-Yo Looming uses a light narrative method to tell the profound emotional core, which makes people healed unconsciously, and reminds us, even if life is trivial and complicated, we still have to maintain a gentleness and expectation. Because life is always worth looking forward to the next looming. In the plot of The Female Ophthalmologist and the Nobleman, Wu Yukio and Li Shengji made the emotional development of Lin Yuxi and Zhou Yanjing more real and moving through delicate character creation. As an ophthalmologist, Lin Yuxi has a strong sense of professional responsibility and independent personality. Her calmness and rationality often make people feel her inner tenacity and indomitable spirit. When she first met Zhou Yanjing, she looked at him with a rational eye, and Zhou Yanjing's coldness and arrogance gave her a sense of distance. However, as the plot develops, Zhou Yanjing gradually breaks through the indifferent shell and becomes more affectionate and fragile. This emotional change not only shocks Lin Yuxi, but also prompts her to re-examine her attitude towards love. Zhou Yanjing's transformation is a highlight of the play. From the initial noble son, arrogant and conceited, to the humble courtship later, every emotional projection shows his dissatisfaction with his heart and his desire for love. This transformation is not only an emotional breakthrough, but also a deep reflection on his self-cognition. Zhou Yanjing's growth also reflects the fragility and confusion of many people when facing love. His struggle and change let the audience see the imperfect self, as if telling everyone's inevitable helplessness and uneasiness in the face of love. This kind of emotional interpretation makes the audience not only watch a fictional story, but also think about their own emotional experiences and growth trajectories. Have you ever lost yourself in love like Zhou Yanjing, and finally found your true self? Through the characters in the play, the audience can resonate with their emotional changes, and then reflect on their own emotional outlook and outlook on life. This kind of profound character creation and emotional exploration makes The Female Ophthalmologist and the Nobleman not only a sweet love drama, but also a work full of soul-touching and thinking moves. Yuxi and Yiying's sweet urban drama provides a warm atmosphere, as if the audience has found a moment of tranquility in their busy lives. The warmth and sweetness of the love story reminds people of their own love experiences, as if telling the softness in everyone's heart. Such a plot setting is not only for entertainment, but also allows the audience to find love for life in a relaxed atmosphere. Wang Yangsun and Jia Yixuan's Time Beauty Brings the Baby incorporates time travel elements, leading the audience back to the 1980s, which is both nostalgic and makes people feel the power of growth. The heroine's growth journey allows people to see the beauty of hard work and struggle. Time travel is not only a reversal of time, but also a reflection on life choices, as if reminding us to cherish the present and bravely pursue our dreams. Sun Qiangsun's Blind Heart Escape attracts the audience with a tense and exciting plot. The heroine Sumo pretends to be blind for revenge and deals with the murderer, showing a double test of wisdom and courage. Such a plot setting not only makes people's heartbeats faster, but also makes us think about how to find a way out in a difficult situation. The growth and change of the characters make the story more three-dimensional, and the audience's emotional experience is also deepened. The emotional entanglement between Huang Wenbo and Zhai Yiying is more like an emotional battle of wits and courage, wandering between laughter and touching. The relationship between the president and the intern is clearly layered, showing the complex interpersonal relationships in the workplace. Such a setting not only allows the audience to feel the sweetness of love, but also makes people think about the challenges and opportunities in the workplace. In Fu Herniran's play, the domineering president pretends to be dull and finally succeeds in counterattacking, showing the classic plot of playing pigs and eating tigers. This kind of role setting makes people laugh, and it also reflects the complexity and multifacetedness of human nature. Such a storyline not only makes the audience laugh, but also makes us think about the depth and complexity of human nature. The story of Cao Junhao and Dongzhen Ian begins 6 years after the hero and heroine meet, showing the twists and turns and growth of emotions. The heroine is about to graduate from the film academy and breaks up with the mysterious and rich hero during the graduation season.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.